Hello everyone, no? So for today's lesson, we're going to talk about gamma and beta distribution. So last time we've talked about exponential distributions. Okay, where in this exponential distributions is the distribution designed for Poisson processes. Okay, so kumbaga yung waiting time for each Poisson event. Okay, ginagamitan natin ng exponential distribution to identify yung time needed for each Poisson process. Now, let's talk about gamma and beta distributions because medyo may relation siya somewhat to uh, exponential distribution. No? So, but before we go to the distribution, let's first talk about the functions. No, kasi very important na before we go to the gamma and beta distributions, it is important that we first know how to resolve gamma functions and beta functions. Ayan. Okay, so first, no, let's talk about gamma function. So the gamma function, okay, denoted by gamma of alpha. Okay, this is defined by the integral, okay, of x raised to alpha minus 1 e raised to negative x dx evaluated from 0 going infinity. Okay, so ito yung gamma function na tinatawag natin. Okay, this integral, okay, is valid for alpha is greater than 0. Okay, dapat daw ang alpha natin is greater than 0. Otherwise, hindi natin pwede gamitin si gamma function. Now, para saan ba si gamma function? Okay, gamma functions are somewhat related to tawag dito. Excuse me. Somewhat related to factorials. Okay, so paano siya naging related sa factorials, no? So si gamma function, okay, si gamma function, 'di ba yung or rather gamma function, yung factorial natin, no? And let's say we have n factorial. 'Di ba? We can expand this with the pi function, okay, of n, okay, minus k from n is equal to 0 to n. Hanggang sa, n minus 1. Hanggang sa maging 1 na lang yung matitira. 'Di ba? Yan yung definition natin ng factorial. However, this factorial function, okay, is only valid for n na positive integers. Okay, hindi natin makukuha ang factorial, 'di ba? Kung mapapansin niyo, in the discussion of factorials going back to your high school mathematics or even in the lower college mathematics, laging whole numbers lang at walang negative, 'di ba? So, that's because okay, yung mga non-integers natin, ginagamitan na natin 'yon ng gamma function. Okay, kapag gusto nating kunin yung factorial. Okay? So, here are some important properties of the gamma function, no? So, for gamma of n, okay, where n is an integer, okay, this is equal to n minus 1 factorial. Again, okay, n is an integer. Positive integer to be specific. Okay? Another property, for n, or for gamma of alpha, this is equal to alpha minus 1 times gamma of alpha minus 1. Okay, so this is what we call the recursive property. Okay, yun nasa taas, yun yung relationship niya sa factorial ni gamma function. Then, ang ating gamma, okay, of 1/2, this is equal to square root of pi. Okay, hindi ko na ipapakita yung derivation nito, no? Maybe I'll show this in other video, no, especially in advanced engineering mathematics. But for this context, hindi na natin i-expound, no. But we know that gamma of 1/2 is always equal to square root of pi. Okay, so say for example, if you want to solve some gamma function problems, no? So we have here, say for example, gamma of 6. Okay, so this is equal to 6 minus 1 factorial. So that is simply 5 factorial or 120. Okay? So even if we solve this in the integral, okay, 120 yung lalabas. Okay, papalit lang natin si 6 dito kay alpha, then solve for the integral. Ang integral natin is using by parts, and this is a non-elementary integral katulad din nung mga naunang integral natin. So you can just use the calculator to solve it. But that's equal to 120. Okay? Then, let's say for example, we have here gamma of 5 over 2. Okay? How do we use this? So, hindi natin pwede gamitin tong una kasi yung una natin is only for integers. Okay? Hindi natin pwede gamitin una kasi only for integers. But we can apply yung second hanggang sa mapalabas natin yung third. Si gamma of 1/2. Kasi doon lang tayo magkakaroon ng value eh. Diba? Kay gamma of 1/2. So, anong gagawin natin? We apply the first one. So, we subtract 1 from 5 over 2. So, that's 3 over 2. Tama? Gamma of 3 over 2. Ayan. Okay? So, is gamma of 3 over 2, does gamma of 3 over 2 have a value na? Hindi pa. So, again, we're going to apply another second property. Okay? While retaining yung naunang alpha minus 1. Okay, so in this case, 3 over 2, ito na ang titignan natin. Okay, 3 over 2 minus 1, so that's 1/2. Okay, gamma of 1/2. But we know that gamma of 1/2 is equal to square root of pi. Okay, so therefore, in this case, our answer is 3 square root of pi over 4. Yan. This is equal to gamma of 5 over 2. Okay? So, ganun lang natin gamitin si gamma function. Okay? So, you apply which first or second property, whichever is more suitable. Okay? But, yan yung way natin ng pag-solve ng gamma function natin. Now, let's go to the beta function. Okay. The beta function, okay, this is a trigonometric or polynomial integral used to define yung mga beta distributions natin. But for now, okay, let's first focus on the function. Okay, so we have b of alpha and beta. So dalawa na yung parameter natin dito. Kay gamma kasi isa lang, si alpha lang. Kay beta, dalawa na. So this is equal to the integral, okay, of x alpha minus 1 minus x raised to beta minus 1 dx. Now, this beta function is only on the interval from 0 to 1 lang. Unlike ni gamma na nag-extend siya going to positive infinity. Okay? Si beta, 0 to 1 lang. Okay? So, paano natin sinosolve to? No? So, again, katulad ni gamma function, meron namang alternate solution si beta function natin. Okay? Without using the integral. Okay? So, ano ang alternate solution natin dito? We can express our beta function, okay, or b, using gamma function. Gamma of alpha, gamma of beta, okay, over gamma of alpha plus beta. Okay, so yan yung relationship natin for gamma and beta function. So again, kay gamma, kahit ito na lang yung tandaan ninyo. Ayan. So, for beta, ito naman. Kasi, we can use our gamma function properties kay beta kasi we can transform beta into gamma. Gets? Okay, so let's try to solve some example nung functions natin. Wait lang. Yeah. So let's say for example, so we have b of 3 and 2. Okay, so again, hindi mo na kailangan dumaan sa integral. Pwede mo na may diretso ng gamma lang yan. So, 3 gamma 2 over gamma 5. Kasi 3 plus 2 is 5. So, this is 2 factorial times 1 factorial over 4 factorial. So, what's the answer? This is equal to 1 over 12. Bakit siya magiging 1 over 12? 2 factorial times 1 factorial over 4 times 3 times 2 factorial. Diba? Cancel. Ayun. So, 1 over 4 times 3, so that's 1 over 12. Okay, malinaw po ba? I hope malinaw, no? So, ayan. Game, no? So, next we have B of 1/2 and 1/2. Okay, so this is equal to gamma of 1/2, which is square root of pi. Gamma of 1/2, also square root of pi over gamma of 1. Kasi 1/2 plus 1/2 is 1. So, square root of pi times square root of pi over 0 factorial. Okay, so this is equal to pi. Yan. Okay, so that's how we use gamma and beta functions. Okay, so now we go to the distributions. Okay, first, let's talk about the gamma distribution. So the gamma distribution, okay, this is a continuous distribution used to model the time until a specific number of events occur in a Poisson process. Ano ang distinction ni exponential kay gamma? Sa exponential, binibilang niya yung bawat Poisson process. The first Poisson process, yung time after the first going to the second, the time going from second going to the third, so on and so forth. Okay. Kay gamma distribution, hindi. Okay, tinitignan niya from the initial time, okay, going to directly dun sa specific number, sa specific Poisson process, kung pang ilan. Okay? So, yun yung gamma distribution, yun yung difference ng gamma distribution sa exponential distribution natin. So, Poisson process pa rin siya, pero yun nga, hindi na siya like per process. Okay, direct na siya kung pang ilan, no? Let's say, for example, hinahanap the time from the first going to the fourth. Okay, hindi ka nadadaan kay second, kay third, kay fourth. Diretso mo na siya pwedeng computin. Okay, from 1 going to the fourth. Okay, so, let's go to the, excuse me, to the formula, no? So, the probability density function, yan. So, for the probability density function, we have here f of x ni A and B, ni alpha and beta, sorry. Okay, so this is equal to, okay, so we have two conditions. Okay, so 1 over beta raised to alpha, gamma of alpha raised to x times x raised to alpha minus 1 e raised to negative 1 over beta x. Okay, for the condition that x is greater than 0. Otherwise, this is equal to 0. Yan. So again, dissect natin yung yung formula, no? So 1 over beta raised to alpha using this 2. Okay, so using this 2. Okay, so 1 over beta raised to alpha times gamma of alpha x raised to alpha minus 1. So magkasama to, one term. E raised to negative 1 over beta times x. Excuse me. That is the density function. Okay, so sabi nga natin, di ba, yung density function, pinaplug lang natin siya sa loob ng integral para makuha natin yung ating CDF or the cumulative distribution function. So for the cumulative distribution function, papasok mo lang to sa loob ng integral. Okay, so we have f of x, okay, so this is equal to, so the integral of this one, no? So since wala naman yung x, pwede mo yang ilabas, no? So that's 1 over beta raised to alpha gamma of alpha, okay, multiply to the integral from a to b of x raised to alpha minus 1 e raised to negative 1 over beta x dx. Okay, so yan yung CDF natin. For x is greater than, or for rather for alpha, for x is greater than 0. Ayan. Okay, so this is our CDF for the gamma distribution. So other important parameters or important values, no, of course we have our mean. Diba? We have our variance. So si variance naman, pwede mo na yan i-translate to standard deviation but just by getting the square root. So for the mean, we have E of x. So this is equal to alpha beta. Okay, the variance naman, so this is equal to alpha beta squared. So meaning our sigma, our standard deviation, this is equal to beta square root of alpha. Ayan. Okay, so yan yung mga important na need natin tandaan for gamma distribution. Sige, so let's try to solve one problem for the gamma distribution. So try natin, no? Ayan. Copy-paste ko na lang para hindi masyado Ayan. So we have here our problem, no. Suppose the time iayusin na natin. Ayan. Suppose the time in weeks until a specific electronic component fails follows a gamma distribution with alpha is equal to 2 and beta is equal to 10. No? So find the probability that the component lasts longer than 30 weeks. Okay, so first we have here our alpha, so that's equal to 2. Our beta is equal to 10. No? So ang pinapahanap is probability that lasts longer than 30 weeks. So, dapat greater than 30. Ayan. So, since the time is in weeks naman, no, wala na tayong need i-adjust dun sa natin, sa distributions natin, sa values natin. Okay, sige, game, no? So, let's try to compute this one. So, we have first, okay, so our P of x is greater than, longer than pala, sorry. This should be this one. Ayan. Okay, so again, wala tayong equal sign, so we need to use the complement. So P of x is less than or equal to 30. Ayan. Okay, so game, no? So we have here 1 minus 1 over, we have here beta raised to alpha gamma of alpha. Okay, so yan yung unang part natin. Times the integral from, okay, so since this is less than or equal to 30, so we start from negative infinity. Or actually, we can start from 0. Diba? Since this is gamma. Okay, so going 30. Ayan. Okay, so we have, excuse me, that's x raised to alpha minus 1. Okay, then we have e raised to negative 1 over beta x dx. Excuse me. So, we plug yung mga values natin. So, that's 1 minus 1 over 10 squared gamma of 2. So we know that gamma of 2 is just simply 1 factorial, 'di ba? So as is na 'yan. Okay, integral from 0 to 30, okay, of x raised to 2 minus 1, so that's 1, e raised to negative 1 over 10x dx. So you can solve this actually mano-mano, no? Pero may calculus naman, so you do not need to literally solve everything by hand, no? So since this is not a calculus class naman, negative 10, 1 over 10 x dx. Ayan. Okay, so game, let's plug this on our calculator na, no? So we have 1 minus 1 over 100. Tama ba ako? Yeah, 1 over 100 integral integral, okay, ni x e raised to negative 1 over 10 excuse me, 1 over 10x dx from 0 to 30. So bakit naging 0 to 30? Kasi nga ang hinahanap sa problem, longer than 30 weeks. So hindi dapat kasama si 30. So we applied complement 1 minus the integral from 0 to 30. Okay? So ayan. So this is equal to 0.199. Ayan. Okay? So that is our first problem for the gamma functions. Okay, so let's solve another one, no? I think I still have one. Eto. So oops. Yeah. So suppose the time in years until a specific structural part follow a gamma distribution with alpha is equal to 2 and beta is equal to 1. What's the probability that the part lasts longer than 3 years? So actually similar to dun sa nauna, no? So let's say for example, sige, assist na lang. No, so 3 years, sige, lagyan natin ng konting modification. Let's say lasts 3 years and above. Lagay natin dito. Ayan. Okay, so suppose the time in years until a specific structural part follows a gamma distribution with alpha is equal to 2, okay, and beta is equal to 1. So what's the probability that the part lasts 3 years and above? Okay, so meron tayong and above, no? So kasama si 3 sa bibilangin. Okay, so first, no? So syempre let's say we have t of x is greater than or equal to 3 na to. So as is na yan. So we have 1 over beta raised to alpha, gamma of alpha. Okay. Multiply to the integral from 3 going infinity. Okay, so since this is a gamma distribution naman, so infinity is allowed. Okay, so we have x raised to 2 minus 1, e raised to negative 1 over 1, no? So negative x dx. Ayan. Okay, so palitan na natin to. So beta raised to alpha, so that's 1 squared. Okay, gamma of 2. Gamma of 2. So gamma of 2 is simply 1 factorial. 1 squared is 1. 1 over 1 squared times 1 factorial. This entire term, okay, is just 1. Okay, so ito na lang ang titingnan natin. Okay, so this is equal to no? So compute, no? Calcu. Ayan, so we have here the integral, okay, of x e raised to negative x, okay, from 3 going infinity. So again, kapag ka infinity, just use 99 or 999, no? At mas mataas mas better, pero syempre baka tumagal ng sobra yung computation, no? So that is 0.199, no? Parehas ba doon? Oh yeah, parehas. Yeah, that's 0.199. Ayan. Okay? So, say for example, you want to solve for the mean. Okay? So, the mean number of years that it will fail, no? Before it fails. So, we have our e of x. So, that's equal to alpha times beta. Okay? So, that's equal to 2 years bago masira, no? So, medyo mababa, no? Bilis masira. Ayan. Okay, so then we have our standard deviation, no? So we have the square root of alpha beta squared. So that's square root of 1 times 2 times 1 squared. So this is equal to square root of 2, no? So, yeah. Okay, square root of 2 years. Ang ating standard deviation. Ang variance is 2, obviously. No? So, ayan. Okay, so I hope malinaw po mga kapatid, no? So, that is for gamma distributions. Let's talk about beta distributions. So, si gamma distribution is for the probability of time. Okay? Probability of time si gamma. Si beta distribution naman, guys, no? So, beta distribution, this is probability of portions or proportions rather, or probability of probabilities. Ayan. Okay, so yun ang main distinction ni gamma at saka ni beta distribution. Okay, so si beta function, ang ating beta distribution is always between 0 and 1. Hindi siya lalabas dyan sa dalawang yan. Meaning, ang boundaries natin hindi lalampas dyan. Okay, hindi lalabas kay 0 and 1. Kasi kay gamma, saan na yun? Kay gamma, lagyan natin probability of time. Ayan. Kay gamma kasi, from 0 going infinity. Okay. Kay beta, 0 going 1. Ayan. Okay. So, and pwedeng masama yung 0 and 1. Okay. Unlike kay gamma na hindi, tawag dito parang outside of the 0 and infinity. Ayan. So, let's go to the PDF or the probability density function, no? So, for the probability density function, ang ating f of x given alpha and beta. Ayan. So, again, meron din tayong dalawa, no? So, first, this is 1 over the beta distribution times x raised to alpha minus 1 times 1 minus x beta minus 1. Okay, for x is between 0 and 1. Ayan. Or otherwise, this is 0. Ayan. Elsewhere. Okay, so etong f of x, yan yung ipa-plug natin sa loob ng CDF. Okay, for our cumulative distributive function. So, mangyari lang, siyempre, lalabas yung factor natin dito sa gilid. So, f of x, so this is equal to 1 over the beta function times the integral from a to b, okay, of x alpha minus 1, 1 minus x beta minus 1 dx. Okay, basta si x ay between 0 and 1. Okay, so that is our CDF for the beta distribution. No, kung paano nakalagay sa loob, okay, yung gamma and beta functions natin, ganun din yung nasa distributions natin. Okay, for the mean, so we have E of x alpha over alpha plus beta. For the variance, so this is alpha beta over alpha plus beta squared alpha plus beta plus 1. Yan. Okay, so yan yung magagamitin natin if we want to compute for the mean, for the variance, and the standard deviation. Okay, sige, let's try to solve some problems. So, ang distinction, dapat makuha natin yung probability of probability para masabi natin na beta function or beta distribution ang gagamitin natin. Ayan. Okay, so excuse me. So, yan. So, a gasoline distributor fills tanks weekly. The proportion of the capacity filled, X, follows a beta distribution with alpha is equal to 4 and beta is equal to 2. Find the probability that at least 80% of the capacity is filled. So, this 80%, okay, yan yung gagamitin natin na X. Okay? So, roughly that is equal to 0.8. Better na gamitin na natin si 0.8 kasi kapag pinlog natin siya sa integral, dito wala nang conversion na gagawin. Okay? So, again, alpha is 4, beta is 2. So, we can now compute for, sabi, at least 80%. So, dapat greater than or equal to 0.8 yung ating integral. Okay, so that's 1 over b of 4 and 2. Okay, times the integral from 0.8 going 1. Kasi 100% lang naman yung dito yung kailangan na rather yung limit natin, no? So yan. Then we have x raised to alpha minus 1. So 4 minus 1, 1 minus x beta minus 1, so 2 minus 1 dx. Actually, mas madali i-solve si beta in the sense na wala tayong exponential function. No, so, kumbaga, kung mano-mano, mas madaling i-solve si beta kaysa kay gamma. Okay, so, beta function muna tayo, b 4 and 2. Okay, so this is equal to gamma of 4, gamma of 2, over gamma of 6. So this is equal to 3 factorial times 1 factorial over 5 times 4 times 3 factorial. So this is equal to 1 over 20. Okay, so since nasa baba to, kunin mo lang yung reciprocal nito, 'di ba? Para yun na yung ilalagay mo sa labas nung integral. So that's equal to 20 times the integral from 0.8 to 1 of x cubed 1 minus x dx. No, so actually kahit wala nang calculator, no, pwede na nating i-solve to. So that's 20 times the integral of x cubed minus x to the 4th dx from 0.8 going 1. Well, may decimal, sige, i-calculate natin. Ayan, so we have 20 times the integral, okay, of x cube times 1 minus x dx from 0.8 going 1. Ayan. So that is 0.263. no? 263. But hindi ko, nailagay ko ba yung 20? Nailagay ko na. So, this is now the answer. Yan. So, this is the probability that the tank will be filled. Okay? Medyo mababa. Yeah. But anyway, that's the answer. But, yeah. Okay, so, that's how we do beta functions, basically. Okay, so, I have here another one. No, so you try to pause the video, solve it for your on your own. Okay, so eto, copy ko lang. Ayan. So the proportion of impurities in a certain or sample is a random variable x having a beta distribution with alpha is equal to 3 and beta is equal to 2. Find the probability that a sample contains less than 50% impurities. Okay, so alpha, you can pause, okay, then resume na lang after. But here's the solution. So alpha is equal to 3, beta is equal to 2. So alam natin na meron tayong beta function later. So much better na computein mo na para hindi ka na malito. So, gamma of 3, gamma of 2 over gamma of 5. So, that's equal to 2 factorial, 1 factorial over 4 factorial. So, that's equal to 1 over 12. Okay? So, reciprocal yun yung multiply mo sa integral natin. So, our P, so less than 50%. So, hindi kasama si 0.5. Okay? So, I hope that's clear. So, that's 1 minus P of x greater than or equal to 0.5. Okay? So, we have 1 minus 12 times the integral from 0.5 going 1. Again, bakit going 1? Kasi 1 lang ang limit ng beta distribution natin. Okay? So, we have x raised to alpha minus 1. So, that's squared. 1 minus x beta minus 1. So, that's 1 dx. So, ayan. No, so, we have here 1 minus 12 times, okay, 1/3 x cubed minus 1/4 x to the 4th. Okay? From 0.5 going 1. Okay, so, hindi ko na kinalcu. Para mas madali. 1 over 3 minus 1 over 4 minus 1 over 3 times 1/2 cube plus 1/4 times 1/2 to the 4th. Ayan. Okay. So, 1 minus 12. So, this is 1 over 12. Okay, minus 1/3 times 1 over 8 plus 1/4 1 over 16. Ayan. Okay, so we have 1 minus 1. So, plus, so 12 over 8. So, that is 3 over 2. Tama? 1/3, 3 over 2. So, distribution, dinidistribute ko lang yung negative 12. No? Minus, so, 12 divided by 4, so that's 3. No? So, 3 over 16. Ayan. Okay, so distributing the sign, cancel this one. So, we have negative 1/2 plus 3 over 16. So, this is equal to 3 over 16 minus 8 over 16. So, that's equal to negative... bakit negative? Wait lang. Parang may mali sa distribution ko. Beta is 2, so that's 1. So, we have x squared x cubed, 1/3 x cubed minus 1/4 x to the fourth. So that's 1/3, 1/2 cubed, that's 1/8. Okay, 1/2 to the fourth, that's 1/16. So, cancel. So, naging 1. This will become 2/3. So, cancel din. Tama, common factor is 4. So, kaya siya naging 1/2. Ito. So, 1/3, 4/12. Tama, 4/12 minus 3/12, that's 1/12. Then we have this one. So, 12 divided by 4. So, cancel. 12 divided by 4, that's 3. 3/16. Excuse me. So, that's 1/2. Ano mali sa integration ko? Sorry, tumagal. So, that's 1 minus 1 minus 1/2. Plus 3/16. Cancel. May mali. Anyway, sige na nga, ano ko na nga lang. integrate na lang. Anyway, no, so that's 1 minus 1/12. Okay. From so that's x cubed. Tama ba ako? Oh, sorry. X squared. So that's x squared 1 minus x raised to 1 over 0.5 going 1. 5/16. Baka may mali lang ako dun sa sa distribution. Anyway, that's 5/16 or 0.313. Ayan. Okay? So, that's how we do beta distributions. Okay, so if you have questions, let me know. Okay, for the next topic, we're going to discuss uniform and log normal distributions. Okay, so thank you everyone. See you on the next